everybody, it's Miss Mancini, and I am back with another First Chapter Friday. I hope that you had an amazing week. For our read aloud today, we are going to be working with a book by A.J. Sass. It's a fairly new book called Anna on the Edge, and if you like ice skating, this may just be the book for you. The way that this book is told is by breaking up each section into a timeline over the course of a year. So we're starting with January, and the chapter is called Breathe In. I stand alone at center ice. Around me, the audience is quiet. 7 judges sit in front of me, 14 eyes ready to follow my every move. Breathe in, breathe out. Shoulders down. Black glossy fabric encases my white skates, part of my one-piece costume. I look down at the National Championships logo underneath layers of ice. Knots unfurl in my stomach and flutter upward, even though I just chewed a ginger tab to settle my nerves. The opening notes of my music drum rhythmic and low. I aim a smile at the judges before gliding forward, extending one leg behind me in a quick arabesque. I push thoughts of the large crowd in the stands, of my mom sitting among them, of how this is my first ever nationals out of my head. It's time to focus. My step sequence begins. I carve deep edges and quick controlled turns in a winding S-shaped pattern. I catch sight of my coach, Alex, by the boards. His eyes bore into me as I turn into my first jump, a simple double flip. It's not the highest scoring element I'm capable of, but it's a great way to get my feet under me at the start of my program. It also comes right before the tricky triple toe loop. I take a steadying breath, then tap my toe pick into the ice for my double flip. 1, 2 rotations, and I land strong back arched. I lift my arms as the music builds. There's no time to get excited yet. Everything comes down to this next jump, the triple toe loop. Turn, bend, tap. I recite the toe loop's takeoff technique in my head, then turn backward, preparing to spring off the ice. Once I'm airborne, muscle memory will have to get me through the rest. My left leg reaches behind me, blade tapping. I launch into the air and snap my ankles together, arms crossed tight over my chest. The audience cheers, relief floods through me, and a smile tugs at the corners of my mouth. It vanishes a second later as I twist into my next combination spin. To the untrained eye, I'm just an effortless blur of glossy black fabric, gold and red chiffon fluttering from my costume. But I know each crisp position comes from years of repetition in private lessons with Alex, lessons that Mom worked long hours to pay for. Shoulders relaxing, I exit my spin to more clapping. My smile is less rehearsed, more genuine. The ice feels more like home now instead of slippery and foreign. I lean on a deep edge and tap my toe pick into the ice for my 3-jump combo. Launch and land, launch and land. Repeat again. It's over in a matter of seconds, my movements smooth and fast. Out here, all of my problems vanish. The judges seem to disappear, and I can no longer hear the crowd roar. The world falls away once I get into character. My steps perfectly match the music. I land 2 more jumps right on the beat of my music, then finish with a crowd-pleasing spin. My short hair whips against my cheeks as I grab my skate blade, lifting my foot high behind me in a vertical split. I end with a flourish as the audience rises in a standing ovation. I bow to the judges, then exit the ice. Warmth forms in my stomach and spreads outward as Alex uncrosses his arms and reaches out for a quick hug. He looked stiff during my performance, shoulders tense under the gray business suit he wore especially for this event. Not anymore. We head to the kiss and cry seating area, where skaters receive their scores. The cameras catch all the drama here, every tiny reaction recorded. I'm still breathing hard by the time we sit down, but I wave at a nearby camera live streaming the event. In just a few seconds, I'll know how I placed. Alex nudges me and offers a water bottle. I take a sip as a volunteer hands me flowers and stuffed animals that members of the audience threw onto the ice. I've seen this happen for famous skaters, but it's the first time anyone besides Mom has thrown things for me. Now the score for Miss Anna Marie Jin's free skate program. I sit up straighter, trying to ignore a prickle of discomfort. Anna Marie has earned a total of 68.58. The steady thrum in my chest skips a beat. I was the last skater to perform today, and that's higher than any of the scores I overheard when I warmed up. I turn to Alex, who squeezes my arm. His gaze stays on the results screen. It'll refresh soon. Until then, nothing's official. I look up to the stands and spot Mom. Unlike others around her, she isn't clapping. Her eyes are fixed on the huge digital scoreboard looming over the ice. I hold my breath and keep watching her. I want this win for her as much as I want it for myself. A roar of approval fills the rink, and Mom's eyes widen. She stands with the rest of the crowd, hands flying to her mouth. My gaze flickers to the final results. Anna Marie Jin, 68.58. First. I jump out of my seat as Alex rises and pulls me into another hug. I hug him back, bouncing in his arms. All those months of intense training, of sore muscles and hard falls were worth it to get to this moment. My heart's racing again, but this time it has wings. I'm soaring. I look back to the stands and find Mom. I blink fast and she smiles at me like she knows I'm trying to hold back tears, her eyes crinkling at the corners. The announcer speaks again, and Alex catches me by the elbow. Medal ceremony. He nods toward the ice, where a group of workers is setting up a podium. We make it to the ice by the time the bronze medalist is announced. Silver comes next, her program music playing softly in the background as she takes the ice and curtsies to the crowd. Soak this all up. Enjoy every second. Alex pats my shoulder. Tomorrow, we'll fly home and get you back on your regular training schedule. Think you could top this next season? My program music plays, low at first, then strong and brassy. The other medalists already stand on the podium in sparkling dresses. The top spot is empty, waiting for me. The announcer calls my name. I step onto the ice, then turn back to Alex. I give him a quick thumbs up before gliding off to accept my gold medal. Definitely. And that's the end of the first chapter. I hope that you enjoyed reading with me today, and I want to give a special shout out to Little Brown & Company for allowing me to share this book with you. If you're interested in finding out more about what happens with Anna Marie Jin, pick up Anna on the Edge by A.J. Sass. Have a great week, everybody, and keep reading. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.